Okay, now we're going to talk about some of those really more complicated electron configurations. This is what we refer to as expanded electron configuration. It gets slightly tricky, but I'm going to show you a very easy way to remember it. So let's start with an easy one. We're going to go with phosphorus, P. It has 15 electrons. So we're going to start in the first energy level, the s orbital, 2 electrons. We're done in the first energy level. We're going to go to the second energy level, the s orbital, 2 electrons. Then we're still in the second energy level. We're going to do a 2, and then a p, and a 6. So right there is 10 electrons. Okay? So now we're going to go to the third energy level. We encounter the p again, and 2 electrons. We're still in the third energy level. We're done with the s. We now go to the p. So we have 3p, and then that was 10, 12. So we need 3 more electrons. So I'm going to throw a 3 right there. Okay? Now let's go to the one that I kind of didn't want to do the last video. We're going to do potassium. Okay? Potassium had 19 electrons. So again, yes, this is very repetitive because you always start at the beginning, but you should be getting the hang of the idea. First energy level, S2. Second energy level, S2. Second energy level again, P6. We're done with the second energy level. We're going to go to the 3. S2, 3, P6. So that is my 18 electrons, right, guys? We have 1 more electron to go. Now, are we done in the third energy level? Remember, third energy level, we have my S, my P, and my D. However, this is where it gets tricky. After you get to the 4th row and below, we actually go from the 3P and go to the 4S and fill that. Okay? Now, the reason why we do that is because the 4S is actually lower in energy than the 3D. Even though it's in the 4th energy level, compared to the 3D in the 3rd energy level, it is still lower in energy. Here's an easy way to remember it. It's what I like to refer to as my roadmap. Now, how do I build my roadmap? Here's how. I start my first energy level. I have my S. We're done there. I go to a new row, second energy level, I have my S, but I also have my P. Notice how first energy level, second energy level, now I'm going to go 3S, 3P, 3D. Now I'm going to go to my 4, 4S, 4P, 4D, and this is where I get my 4F. And then I just continue down. So each row is a new energy level, and then I just need to remember, okay, my first I have my S, second S and P, 3 SPD, 4th SPDF, and then everything beyond that. Now, how do I read this? Because we have been reading it kind of straight across. The 1S, the 2S, the 2P, the 3S, the 3P. However, when we got here, I said we did the 4S before we even did the 3D. So here's how to read this. We actually read it diagonally. Okay? Now, here's what I've also done for you guys, and you might want to follow along on yours. In the last page, I've created it for you already. Okay? Now, I will also let you use this on any test or quiz. You just need to know how to read it. You read it diagonally. So I start with the 1S, and then as soon as I'm done here, I curl back around to the 2S. And then the 2S, I curl back around to the 2P. I curl back around to the 3P, 4S. Curl back around to the 3D, 4P, 5S. Curl back around, actually that's 4D, 5P, 6S. curl back around to the 5p. So you read it diagonally. Okay? So let's try this. Okay? We're going to go with, let's try krypton. Krypton is Kr. It has a total of 36 electrons. So I need to do 36 electrons. So here we go. We start here. 1s2, 2s2, curl back around, 2p6, 3s2, curl back around, 3p6, 4s2, curl back around, 3d. How many electrons go in the d orbital? Remember, I actually just erased it up there. The s was 2, p was 6, d was 10. 10. Now, I'm actually going to stop there and see how many we got. Okay, so 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 6 is 10, 12, 18, 20, 30. So we got 30 right here, and that's what I recommend. With some of these larger ones, stop every once in a while. Okay, and that's a good way. When you think you are finished, stop and add up all your exponents. They should equal the number of electrons. So at 30, I need 6 more to go. I was right here, 3D. So I go to 4p, and I said I needed 6 more. So I'm going to throw my 6 there. Okay? As long as you can follow this roadmap, you can do any element on the periodic table. Let's do one more. And I'm going to do a really, really large one. Okay? To show you. Let's do... Let's do cerium, Ce. It's in the very bottom of the periodic table. We have 58 electrons. Okay, so start here, 1s2, 2s2, curl back around, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, 3d10, 4p6, 5s2, 4d10. Okay, I'm going to stop there and count. Okay? I don't think I went too far, but I think we're getting pretty close. So there's 4, 10, 20, 30, 36, 38. We're at 48 right here. So I need 10 more electrons. So I was at 4d, 5p, 6. So that's, and then 6s2. So that's 8 more electrons. So I need 2 more, right? So after the 6s, I curl back around. We finally get into the 4f. But I think I only needed 2, right? 2. Because that was 48. 6 plus 2 is 10. So we should have 58 electrons. Okay? As long as you can follow this roadmap, you can do any element on the periodic table. As long as you know you can fit 2 electrons in the S, 6 in the P, D is 10, F is 14.